is going to walk us through the proposed budget, and just
So
a
now
reminder.
you're tired, you're happy, you can listen to this.
So this is the part of the budget process where we are officially on the clock with the state to submit our budget documents. In fact, after tonight, Enrique will go into the state reporting system and input all of our silly calculations for the tax cap and increases and all of that craziness. There are an opportunity, as I said earlier, there will be some flexibility based on whatever happens with the state, but we are bound by deadlines to publish and submit information also for the property tax card. So this is sort of a summation of our budget, and then at the end we will need a board vote to approve the budget, and then we'll move on with life.
Thank you. It's been a wonderful budget season. Wonderful because we didn't have to cut any. Absolutely everything that everyone asked for is going to get it. So we haven't done this in a lot of years, and unfortunately it's going to get more and more difficult to be able to do it in the future. But at least this year, it's been wonderful because everyone is getting what they ask for. As always, this is a beautiful picture from our high school students. Very interesting. I don't understand it, but very interesting. This I understand. So, January 11, we had a budget of $80.1 million, and we're ending, and I don't know why it stayed as March 22nd, it should say today, but it was the same as March 22nd. But as of today, our budget and the budget that last year to approve is for $79,623,118. That represents a $3.7 million increase compared to last year, and that's a 4.9%. I just want to remind you that out of that $3.7 million, $2.2 million are monies that are going to the repair reserve that the community has to vote for it, so we have to put it in the budget. So if you take that, it's really an increase budget to budget of about $1.5 million. Our preliminary tax levy is $41,750,000 compared to $40,768,000, and again, that's a 2.4%. And in this case, most of the increase is due to real growth in the community, meaning real new housing coming online as assessed value in our community. And the fund balance is going down, it's going up to $3.4 million, but again, out of that 3.4, 2.2 is going out of to the repair reserve. And then we have another $403 million in fund balance, but this is because we were lucky and very professional in the way we manage our capital project, and we were able to save $700,000. And basically, this means that we're giving back those $700,000 to the community by reducing the tax rate. So here we have the tax comparison. As you can see, in every year since the tax cap started in 2012-13, we've always, our tax cap was below inflation and New York State tax cap. This year, for the first time, is greater than the state tax cap and the inflation, and that's because of our growth rate factor. Our increase in taxes, you can see in tax levy and budget, you can see in every year our budgets increase a lot more than our tax levy. This year is no different, but obviously both are increasing more, and most of it is because of the $2.2 million that we're moving to the repair reserve. These are our sources of revenues. As you can see, the tax levy is $41.7 million. The other $37 million are coming between state aid, that as Joe said, we won't know the last numbers, but we're always very conservative, just putting the original numbers. Then we have other income that is growing 60%, and this is mainly due to Lynn and his hair. I feel after 30 years I don't know the difference. But hair, two assistants, the two secretaries, and everyone else in that department that has worked very hard in bringing students from other districts to our great ABC classes and paying tuition. So this is $600,000 more compared to last year due to those tuition students. Sales tax, we're being very conservative because we all heard that confidence in the economy and consumer confidence is way up. I'm saying we're still getting the same amount of money, but hopefully people will spend more and get more, and we will get more of the VAT. Again, the fund balance from debt service, the fund balance that we discussed, 3.4, but out of that 3.4, 2.2 is to move to reserve. And finally, let's look at those great pilots, because unfortunately those numbers are going to get smaller and smaller going forward. So that's $37 million, and between those two numbers, if you add them up, you get to the $79.6 million that it's the proposed budget that we're proposing to the community to vote on May 16th. So how is the money divided between the town of Portland and the city of Peekskill? The town of Portland represents 93.2% of the total sales value, and the city of Peekskill 6.73%. Therefore, town of Portland will be paying about $38.9 million of tax levy, while city of Peekskill 2.8. That means that our town of Portland tax rate will be $1,013.89 per 1,000 of assessed value. City of Peekskill will be $475. That means that town of Portland will have an increase of 0.16% in their tax bill. Our friends from City of Peekskill will be the lucky ones that their tax bill will be reduced by approximately 2.28%.
So this won't change, this part of the equation won't change after the tax fund balance, after the foundation aid runs. This part of the equation won't change because we're going to get this.
No, nothing will change because, well, let's say if we get $3 million more, then we can reduce our tax levy by $3 million. The board will have to have a discussion because you don't want to reduce your tax levy by $3 million next year.
Next year,
we
right,
go in
right.
contingency, and now we lost $3 million. So our recommendation will always be, let's leave the tax levy where it is. If we get $3 million more, hopefully the legislative will pass will pass the
Reserves.
act,
Yep.
the law for us, and we put those $3 million in our tax stabilization reserve.
To mitigate future
To-
spikes.
to not-
Yep. Pay me now or pay me later.
Yeah.
But exactly what
Because
Enrique,
you don't want this year for both of them to have a tax levy decrease of, I don't know, 3-4%, and then in 4 years ask for 10% to make it up.
Okay.
Finally, this is approximately how much your average house, and remember, our average house in both Town of Portland and City of Peekskill, their assessed value is $7,700. Then we reduce what we are estimating is going to be our star reimbursement. So it's about $6,060 for Portland. You multiply that by 1,013, you are going to be paying $6,144, someone with an average house, and that's an increase of $9. For the City of Peekskill, if you do the same math, you're going to be paying $67 less than last year. I pick pictures that I don't understand.
Are beautiful?
They are beautiful, but I don't understand.
My goodness.
I don't have art when I was in high school. I didn't have handbook. I went to a school in Mexico. So, but anyway, that's what we have for our budget. Thank you, everyone, because it was a great budget season. And now I just need your blessing. So you need to vote for it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, can I please, Enrique, first of all, thank you so much for all of your efforts on behalf of
And presentations.
the board to get this budget done. Anyway, can I please have a motion to approve the proposed budget?
You want to discuss it first?
No? Do you have anything you wanted to say?
I wanted to add one thing. The budget books that you put out this year, I really appreciate, because when it breaks it down by school and by department, it makes it a lot easier to look at and walk through it. And it
we
meets
understand
the
it.
board goal of transparency. I appreciate all the work that you put into those. Thank you.
no, I'm actually today we had a meeting with Furnace Woods and with Lisa. It was very, very important to be able to see how much direct money we spent in each of the buildings. Because it's important to, and going forward, unfortunately, that's where we will have to determine where is it that we can reduce costs without affecting
Kids.
instruction, kids, everyone here, and adults. So it's important for the board and for the community to see exactly how much money we spend in every piece of the budget.
Yes. Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay. Once again, take two. May I please have a motion to approve the proposed budget?
moved.
Second?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.